if your customers are not killing it, if your employees are not killing it, if your students, if you're a teacher or coach or whatever, you have a course, if they're not killing it, are you really killing it? Is your product that good? Are you flexing on how much money you're making? Meanwhile, everybody else is just not making anything. And I had this conversation yesterday, and that's why I want to share this. And that's what I think the actual ultimate flex is. And trust me, guys, I love nice stuff. I love nice cars. I like having a pool, jewelry, nice clothes, all of it, just like anybody else. And some of you guys think that stuff's stupid, and that's fine too. I mean, that's just not your flavor. That's cool. But I had this conversation with a friend 2 days ago. Hadn't talked to him in a while, and we connected. And funny enough, he lives right by me. But we've known each other for years and years and years. And he's like, dude, we need to catch up. He's like, what are you doing? Like, I can see you're making moves. And anyway, he didn't even know because, you know, for the last 6 years, I've just been doing lead generation. I've been generating leads for local clients and selling them leads on a flat fee retainer. That's all I've been doing. And then in December, I had so many people a year ago that were messaging me saying, how are you getting clients? How are you getting clients? How do you do this? How do you do this? It just wasn't even feasible for me to answer. And I knew there was an opportunity. So in December, I launched a program that started off being called Flat Fee Mastery. And we just rebranded it as Digital Landlords. That's why the intro says Digital Landlords. Anyway, I was just telling him, like, yeah, dude, I'm doing the exact same thing. I just added a new revenue stream. That's it. I'm doing the same exact thing. And so if you're seeing different posts and everything else, it's because I'm, you know, kind of tailoring my content a little bit more for people like you that are watching. And I kind of explained, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm teaching people how to go A to Z off the street to getting a deal as soon as possible. And I caught myself, and this is interesting because I am the bragger type. I am the egomaniac type. And I'm not too prideful to admit that that's how I am. But instead of just talking about how much money I was making and you know, oh, I've done this, I caught myself going, dude, I have a student doing $45,000 per month right now. $45,000 per month. I have 3 other students doing over $30,000 a month. I have multiple students doing 20K plus. I have a bunch of people doing 10K plus, and I've helped a bunch of people get their very first deal. And that was what the conversation was. And I was like, after we got off the phone, I was super proud to be able to say that. And despite all the financial success I've had with my lead gen business, with, you know, how many students we brought into the program, that was the thing that came out of my mouth. And so I started thinking, I was like, what? It just surprised me because I didn't expect the call and I didn't expect to even talk about it. And then here we are, and I started flexing on my student success. And so what the point is I started thinking about it. I'm like, look, you know those people where they crush it you think they crush it, because I never know anymore because you can go and get a loan on anything. But you know those people, you're like, oh, they're crushing it, right? And then you look at their sales guys, and their sales guys aren't making any money. Or you look at their other employees and they're not making any money. They're paying them poorly. Or you talk to their customers and their customers aren't happy with their service. Are you really killing it? Long term, okay, short term, you may be making money. That's cool. But if you're playing the long term game of, hey, I'm not trying to make, you know, even $1 million a month. I'm thinking, how do we get to 100 million, right? If we're trying to play that kind of a game, you have to make sure that your customers, your clients, your students are crushing it. And that is the ultimate flex. That is the telltale sign that you have an incredible business. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't been one to flex or one to be proud of, you know, the money I have or the things that I've accomplished. I'm not saying that. I am very much a shallow person in that regard, and I will take it right here on the chin or right here on the chin. That's just who I am. But nothing feels better than knowing, hey, I'm having all this success. I'm onboarding all of these lead generation clients, and I'm helping some of them. I remember I helped one client in one single month. Now, I'm not talking about my students. I'm talking about a client. In one single month, this client in Alabama closed $96,000 $96,000 worth of business off of my leads. And I think they paid me $1,000. No kidding. Maybe it was like closer to 3. I can't remember. This has been a couple years ago. And it's in the industry I don't even work in anymore. But it's just crazy the way that, like, if you really, really think about it, the people that are the ones that I want to be like, the ones that I want to emulate, are the people where they're killing it, they're filthy rich, and all the people around them that are working with them, their sales guys, their assistants, their secretary, their bookkeeper, their all of them are killing it. All of them have an opportunity. And I don't remember where I heard this, but the game is, if you can create a vision and a goal and a dream big enough that you can go and attract other people, and it's so big that those other people, they can accomplish their vision within your vision because it's such an opportunity, that's when you've created something that's really worth talking about. So anyway, guys, I wanted to share this because that surprised me. And it surprised me how good it felt to just, for once, not, look at me, look what I did. And again, that's just who I am, and I take it and I own it, and I'm trying to harness it and lean into it. But the ultimate flex, in my opinion, is the people you work with, the people that pay you money, are crushing it because of what you provide them. That is the ultimate flex.